Hitting the live, and we are on. Yep. So it's episode 2 of Sunday Gratitude, and my girl Tracy Komlos is about to go. Oh, I think yep, she requested in here. She's coming in hot. Totally stoked to have her on board and have her share what she's grateful for today and for the next coming week. So there she is.
Hey!
Hey, Smalls, what's going on?
It's a beautiful sunny day here in Montreal, so I'm already grateful for the sun and the warmth. Finally.
Wow, thank you for coming on board. It is a beautiful day today, and it was really weird because really, if you really think about it, for the entire month of April, it was like trying to make a decision. Do we want to be warm? Do we want to be hot? Do we want to, do we want to stay cold? Do we want rain? Do we want to snow? I mean, I think there's some places in northern New York that even had snow just 2 weeks ago. So that
Yeah.
was nice.
Yeah, no,
Did,
it's
did you
so
guys
true.
have snow? Where are you right now? Please tell
I'm
everyone.
in Montreal in
Mhm.
Canada. So our April was also a little confused whether it wanted to be winter or summer or fall or spring. And now it's like a beautiful spring day. It's sunny outside, it's warm, and it's beautiful. So I'm like so happy about that. The weather really affects me. So the sun is like, I just need all the energy.
I know. Trust me, I know. I think I feel like sometimes like I'm Superman and I need this sunshine to get my energy back and then for
Yeah,
me to be able to continue what I need to do, or else I'm like just stay home and watch Netflix.
totally. It like recharges us.
Exactly. And there is science behind that. Vitamin D obviously is part of that, that it actually creates changes inside our body and then allows us to kind of store this energy and then use it for the rest of our body. So anyways, so
Absolutely.
welcome to Sunday Gratitude. So grateful for you to be here. I just want to let everybody know that this girl is a special person in my life.
Oh,
Um, Definitely such an inspiration for so many people in her own community, and obviously to mine, for us, from sharing just amazing precious moments together, and then finding connections with different tribes and putting these together. It's been an amazing journey for you and me, my dear.
it has been. We've had some really special moments that like truly are like was monumental for my year. You know, that morning, that sunrise at Burning Man, that's a moment that like really, really was a highlight of my entire 2019. So thank you for making that and being part of, you were the main part of that whole experience.
Thank you, thank you. If anybody's over here, we want to give a shout out to everyone that's out watching this right now. Thank you so much for being here. Let us know where you're coming out from so we can give you shout outs. That'll be great. So I wanted to frame this so you have an idea of what's going on. This is something I started. So if many of you don't know, I started Daily Gratitude, something I personally did just as a self-accounting for myself, accountability to understand and to let myself kind of remind myself how grateful I am, how grateful I am for having the life I've lived. And this was something I started really more than 4 years ago. And ironically, as this is happening to us all right now, I said, how can we even make this bigger and allow for more people to kind of share the same feeling that I've been feeling for more than 4 years, of putting themselves accountable for it, for something. Because it's one thing to say, yeah, today I'm grateful for the sun. But until you truly actually really feel it both in your mind and your heart and your soul, to say like, I really am grateful for the sun. And so what am I going to do about it? And
Yeah.
I'm actually going to do something, and not just the act of saying that gratitude, but also acting on it. And when we act on it, and that's when real change occurs. So I feel like this allows me an opportunity to share that, not just, with myself and to everyone else, but for people that have been part of my life, that has brought that gratitude to me at one point in time. So yeah. So first and foremost, what I like to always start to do is a nice quick breath work that kind of gets everyone in the mood, and at the same time, it allows us to check in and then to
Yes.
see and how what we feel, what we're grateful for. So this is what we call the Take Five breath work. This is something I learned from my friends from the XPT family, Laird Hamilton, Gabby Reese, PJ Nestler, Mark Roberts, and it was one of these quick kind of things to kind of get yourself kind of grounded. So first and
Cool.
foremost, as we know, we take a deep breath in our nose and you take breath out with your mouth. But the difference is, as you breathe in through your nose, I want your belly to come out, and you breathe out through your mouth with your belly coming in.
Okay.
And add to that, when you blow out, I just want you to blow out like you were blowing a candle, but you just want it to flicker. But you don't want it to like disappear completely. You just want it to
Okay, so like slow and controlled.
Yeah, so kind of like, but
Okay.
it's still there. So
Yeah.
imagine we're in a birthday party and it's your birthday and you're about to blow your candle, but you're like, I'm going to see how strong these candles are. Or especially if it's a surprise birthday party, you know how people have these fake candles?
Yes,
And they like,
yeah.
so everyone's really trying to go like, whew, whew, and then it goes off and it goes back and you're like, wow, I totally got faked out here.
Yeah.
This is no bueno. So
wait, I do want to shout out though, you got me the most beautiful birthday cake, and I blew out a candle from that birthday cake. So we're gonna go back to that. I'm coming back to that moment.
Amazing. Let's go back to that moment of yes, I got to the birthday cake, and I felt actually very weird at that time because I was like, was I supposed to bring a birthday cake? I wasn't sure. I just wanted to do it, but
no.
And then I didn't realize you already had one, but hey, it was good for everybody.
It was beautiful.
So. Shout out to Veronica, Daniela, and Marth. So we're doing the take 5 breath work, easy breath work to check in. Bring your fingers up like this, like in your hand, your right hand. Bring your right hand right in front of you. You're gonna bring your left index finger to the crease of your hand, of that wrist. And when you take a deep breath in, I want you to move that finger towards the edge of each end of your digit. So first your thumb, and then your index, and yada, yada, yada. So
cool.
So we'll take a deep breath in, begin first. Let's begin with an exhale first. A nice little exhale. And then you breathe in, bringing it out, breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one, breathe in. Breathe out. Now hold it there. Bring your hand towards your heart. Bring your other hand on top of that. Close your eyes real quick. Take another deep breath in. Hold it. And exhale it all out. And just sit with that for a second. And at this one moment in time, ask yourself, what are you grateful for this moment in time? And when you're ready, slowly and gently open your eyes and rise. All right.
So much to be grateful for.
I know. You're trying to compile everything, but like I said, what at this moment, what's the first thing that pops in your head? And that will kind of be what kind of sets the stage for everything else. So for everyone that tried that, thank you very much. That's called the Take 5. Quick one. It's one of my well-being hacks from the physical side. One of those quick things you do. So if you feel anxiety, stress by any means, just bring your hand up, bring it down, use your other finger, stop for 1 second, and then you're ready to rock and roll. So anyways, so as you went into that, what are you grateful for today or for this moment?
As I was sitting there with my eyes closed and my hands on my heart and just like breathing, I was just really grateful for like my breath and my body and my health. During this time in quarantine, I've had a lot of time to focus within myself and on myself, and not having all the distractions of everything in life kind of happening around me. And I've truly just been really like taking care of me. And I feel that in my mental health, in my physical health, just feeling, stronger and better in my physical body. And also just so grateful for really my relationship with food and food as medicine. And so, yeah, that's what really came up, was just like starting from my breath and just the ability to inhale deeply and feel that around my body. And that led me into just like just truly being grateful for my body and my health and where I'm at right now. So yeah, I feel really good.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that.
What about
That's
you?
really that's really amazing. For me today, you know what? I think today, as I woke up this morning, and one of my main rituals is, as I wake up in the morning, I do exactly the same thing. I put my hand right into my heart, and then I check in, and I say,
Mm,
and I check in, and I take that one deep breath, and then I say, okay, what am I grateful for today? Okay, good. And then I literally roll to like my left, grab my journal, and write it 3 things that I'm grateful for already. And then often as I wake up, I obviously look out the window. That's the first thing I see. And if it's a sunny, beautiful day and I'm hearing birds, and I'm like, oh, first and foremost, this day. Oh my
yeah.
God, this day. Let's get this gratitude in just for this day, for sunshine and for birds chirping. I mean, you start with that, and then it begins with that, you know. So I think for today, because of the fact that it's been quite, weathery in this past month, I really want to take that second to really show love to, Mother Earth for giving such
Mm,
a beautiful day. And especially on
yeah.
Sundays, because like Sundays, even though I know for a lot of people, there's no difference now between weekdays and weekends. I mean, mine goes just from a menu that I put on like weekends compared to weekdays.
Totally. Totally.
And my girl Erin, who's a massage therapist, soft tissue specialist that I know very well, knows about the difference, about what to do for the different days, because if not, it's all going to be the same. So,
Yeah. It's so
um,
true.
so, so the next question I like to ask is, so what are you doing to share this gratitude to the world today? And in any kind of, like, you talk about your health, and you talk about, the things that you're doing. So what are you doing to kind of share that to everyone, your community, your tribe, or
Mhm.
even the people that are around you?
I think when you can really find that gratitude within yourself and feel it, the one thing that I like to focus on doing is being my best self and showing up as my best self to all of the people and interactions I have during that day. And whether that's just like listening to someone and just being, a sounding board because someone just needs to vent, or I need to be there for them, or, sharing, my gratitude practice with someone else, and that might inspire them to do the same. I think it's just truly the power of being authentic and showing up truly, in your best way to anyone and any experience that you might encounter that day. And so that for me is how I share my gratitude and my practice. And hopefully that kind of like reverberates, and that inspires others to do the same. And
Yeah,
also that energy, like
absolutely.
it's everything. We're all energy, and so the energy that you give off and you put out, that's what's received. And so if I can even just inspire someone to smile, and through just like, maybe it's words, maybe it's just through this live, our conversation, that's us doing our part in our small way to pay it forward. And so I think that that's really important, just to just truly every day show up as your best, um, and be there for the ones around you.
Exactly. I mean, that is, I think, a perfect answer. So, but it is individual to ourselves and how we want to share that, and you share it the way you do,
Yeah.
and that's beautiful. And so thank you for sharing that. So that said, one of the one of the most powerful interventions in the world of positive psychology in terms of degree of change is this practice, or this strategy called the gratitude visit. And the gratitude visit basically is where you write a letter of gratitude to somebody, and physically hand that letter to them and read that letter to them, and just let
Ah,
them receive that. Scientists and research have shown that out of every practice that of gratitude, or any kind of intervention as it relates to positivity and regards to change, the gratitude visit has the greatest degree of change, even though the lasting change is about a month compared to other interventions that will last about 6 months. The gratitude visit has such a strong degree of change that the impact may not be evident after that 1 month, but it trickles. It finds itself continuously for the rest of your life. And so imagine being able to do a gratitude visit once a month. And then that's when your world changes tremendously, because you literally have the opportunity to share thanks with somebody almost every month. And then you recharge their life and they recharge yours in return. So my question for you, if you were going to do the gratitude visit and write a letter to somebody that you'd like to give thanks to and hand it to, and today obviously in this virtual world is a little bit more challenging, but maybe even that in a form of a video, or maybe going through something like Tribune, one of Andrew Horn, our friend's company, of being able to send like a e-Hallmark card to somebody, who would that be and why?
So my New Year's resolution actually this year was to express my gratitude for the people that I have in my life. And I do this weekly. I do it all the time, through voice notes or through written messages. But I think if I had, so I do that with a lot of my friends very often. And it's really been such a powerful way to connect with people, and also just to share and spread that love and acknowledge someone for who they are. Like my friend Henry, who just signed on here. Like,
hey
I'm
Henry,
so grateful.
Hey Camille.
He's in Hawaii right now, and honestly, like, Henry sends me the most beautiful, uplifting messages all the time, and they always put a smile on my face, and I'm grateful for that. But if I had to choose someone today that I could actually gift the note to, I think it would really be my parents. I don't think I say it enough to them, and you've just inspired me to push myself to do that, because they're sort of like the silent heroes in my life, and I think that I don't thank them enough, and I really should. So that's what I will do today after we get off. And thank you for making me realize that and challenging me to do that.
Well, if it makes you also feel any better, there's science to back that up. So, and I'm one of those geeks that, okay, what are you saying? Okay, let me check first. Is there research to like back that up? So yeah. So I would love to hear how that goes, and how, I think more than anything else, how they react to it. I think sometimes, as givers, especially if your parents are givers, they would be like, almost either A, brush it off, or B, just like, oh yeah, thank you, but almost like make it a point that they receive it. And sometimes that's the most challenging thing to receive. But I would love to hear what their reactions are, especially for parents. Parents get
I'll keep you posted. I actually wrote out my 3 things that I was grateful for today, and one of them was this time that I've been home now for like over a month and a half here in Montreal, and I haven't been home for this long in over 6 years. And so it's been so grounding and like nourishing for my soul to be back home and have this time with my parents and my sister. And so that was something that I'm just so grateful for. That was completely unexpected, and I really didn't even know how much I needed this, and it's just been such a gift. I'm so grateful for that too. So I think I need to express that gratitude to them so that they know how grateful I am for it as well.
Amazing. Thanks for sharing that. Hola, Adrian, and Miss Rice, greetings. Carly, what's going on? And so share to everybody what you're working on. What's the one thing you're working on right now, since, time has obviously changed our life a little bit, and this great pause has given us an opportunity to kind of check in with ourselves and do something, and go-getters like you and me always figure out something to do immediately, which sometimes, it is a great pause. So you want to kind of step back, but you're like, well, but I can pause and be productive. So
exactly.
If there was one thing that you can share that you're doing right now, what would it be?
Yes. So the most immediate, because there are quite a few things brewing, is now that I have more free time, I'm able to dive deeper into my consulting practices, which I'm really, really excited about. I do corporate consulting for community leaders and, for other people that want to host their own experiences, whether it's in the US or abroad. So that's been really awesome and super exciting. And then I also do more like personal business and mindset coaching. And that for me has been also also so incredible to be able to have this time to truly dedicate to it and not be distracted by so many other things happening. So that's something that I've been working on and really excited about.
Very cool. Thanks. So, and how's your tribe going right now, the PANGEA Dreams tribe? Because I know obviously you had to shift with some of the things that you had to do with them because most of your events were obviously live. And how have you continued to connect with them?
Yeah, so I mean, for us as a travel company, we're solely dependent on people getting on planes and meeting us in beautiful destinations around the world. And as a company, we decided, you know, to put everyone's best interests at heart and safety and health and everything, that we just completely canceled 2020. And so, you know, we're showing up for our community by engaging daily on social media. We're still sending out our newsletters and keeping everyone in the loop of what our community is up to and doing. And we're also hosting 3 lives a week, sharing insights and bringing on really interesting people, and talking about subjects and topics that we would normally be teaching and sharing on our retreats as well. So hopefully people can still gain some value from our content. And there's a few other ideas that I have in the works. We're not like set in stone yet or solidified at the moment, but there's a few other things that we're figuring out and seeing that what we can do and how to keep everyone engaged and connected during this time.
Cool. So where can people find out more about what you're doing and what you're personally doing now and what PANGEA Dreams is up to?
Yeah, so for me, you can obviously just go on my Instagram. It's my name. It's Tracy Komlos. And then if you want to take a look at PANGEA, it's PANGEA Dreams on Instagram. And you can stay in the loop with everything on both of those accounts. And I'm really excited to actually really start sharing a lot more about me personally on my account. I haven't done that really ever because my account really started as like a travel inspiration account, and I'm a very private person. And so I'm excited to be a little bit more out there and share a little bit more of my journey, whether it, you know, be my entrepreneurial journey or like my health journey, stuff like that, and hopefully inspire people along the way too.
Well, they're already inspired just by you having a conversation right now. I'm inspired, so, all the time.
You inspire me.
Well, you know what they say, you know, you are the average of the 5 people that you spend your most time with, even though we're not spending time as like that, but it's still, if you basically just means if you surround yourself with good people, you too
Absolutely.
are going to be good. So
that's why community is everything. It really dictates the quality of your life and how your life will kind of turn out and shape. So surrounding yourself by people that inspire you, that ignite you, that challenge you, you know, like that's where the magic happens and that's where the growth happens. And so I'm grateful that you're in my circle and that we can do that for each other.
Absolutely. So, okay, well, thank you for sharing all that. One last thing that we'd like to do that I started instituting last week, was what would be, if you thought of something you're grateful for, what would be your gratitude dance, or to like, what would be the dance move that you would do to remind yourself, you know, I'm grateful for sunshine, you know, sunshine. Or so you walk around and be like, sunshine. Or you'd be like, I'm grateful for like to walk, and you try to do the running man, you know, or something.
So it's a dance move for a specific thing, or it's a dance move in general for gratitude? In
general, it's like, feel like to just remind yourself how grateful you are for that day. So it doesn't have to be anything crazy. You can stand up if you wish, you know, unless you're not wearing pants, you know, like unless you're wearing like sweats.
It's
and
like the NBA, you know how like they'll put on the suit top, but then they're still wearing their basketball shorts.
For you, I wore pants today for you, just to let you know. Like
I'm wearing leggings. I'm wearing leggings. I think honestly, it would be smiling, because I just feel like that just radiates so much energy and true gratitude. And my hands would be like this, like my chin resting kind of on my head.
I'm gonna follow you, so we'll follow her, and it's just like,
and it's kind of just like,
oh nice.
Just loving it. Yeah.
Amazing. All right.
So
everyone, remember that move this week. When you feel inspired and you feel grateful, do the Tracy dance. Do the Smalls dance. And you got
Yeah,
Good.
I don't know. It's just like, it's a feeling, and it's also just like, I don't know, it feels like I'm connecting to my heart, and like I'm connecting. It's funny because it just feels comfortable to have my hands on my,
Like your chin?
yeah, like it just connected, and it's kind of just
Yeah,
like,
and then you guys move around. It's kind of like the baby shark move. Baby shark,
shark.
shark, baby shark, shark.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the first thing that came to mind. So I guess that's it.
I know, that's truly joyful. Thank you for sharing your joy, your love, your inspiration, and obviously everything that you're doing to bring impact to not only your community but for the rest of the world. I'm so grateful to have you in my life, my dear, and to everyone that's out there, make sure to find her, PANGEA Dreams or Tracy Komlos. And this is episode 2, so we hope that this continues on. I know you're 2.
Yes, I
hope this
hope
continues on. We're pushing this forward. And this is something that I believe will hopefully catch on for a lot of people. So anyways, my dear, thank you for showing up as always.
Of course,
To me and to everyone around you. And enjoy the rest of your day. And everybody out there, Christina, Danny,
Hey,
Cuckoo 17, D Brandle, Mile Hunter, Amblab, Alex, and everyone else in there. Much gratitude for showing up today. This is Sunday Gratitude. We'll do this every Sunday at 3 o'clock Eastern and 12 o'clock Pacific and 3 o'clock in the morning if you're in Asia. If you're awake, I got some friends in Manila that kind of stay awake this late. Yeah. So I want to make sure I show them love too. Anyways, thank you, my dear, for being on board. Enjoy the rest of your sunny day in Montreal.
Yes, I'm so excited. And thank you for having me, E, and thank you for this initiative and for doing this and continuing to inspire people to feel amazing through gratitude and taking that moment and pause during our days to really reflect on how much there really is to be grateful for. And it's a mindset shift of truly like going from a lack or scarcity mentality to an abundant mentality. And when you can do that, you really change your life. And so thank you for inspiring more and more people to do that and sharing your practice and showing up every single day. So it's been an honor to be here and to chat with you this Sunday, and I can't wait until we can be together in person and have one of those special E hugs that I know I gotta go to the left so our hearts connect.
You're like, what, wait, consent first, consent.
Can I give you a
consent
hug?
First, and then heart, and then heart, and then so I gotta give you the hug right now.
And I gotta go like
yeah,
this.
Exactly. There, good, and then you take a deep breath.
I love it.
Well, thank you everyone for showing up. Trace Smalls, thank you for being here. Everyone, enjoy the rest of your day. Stay healthy, wash your hands, and be grateful for what you have today. On that note, peace. We'll see you next week.
Adios. Mwah. Have a great Sunday.
Cheers.
Bye.